Derek Jones Jr. I'm tuning in to bFb.
Max, and you tune in to bFb.
This is Derek Lively, turning to bFb.
What's up, guys? It's Josh Green, tuning into bFb.
This is Grant Williams, and you're tuned in to bFb. This is Dwight Powell, you're tuned in to bFb.
What's up? This is Seth Curry. You're tuning in to bFb.
Dynamic duo. Dynamic duo.
What a great 3 days off we've had, but now it's time to get back to work, Kendrick.
Here we are again, people. Hello. Hello, people. We back again after 3. Walt said he had a great rest. You know, must be nice. No cutting them heads. No great rest. Well, hold on. Whoa. Walt should have a great rest. He was off on Sunday. He also was off on Monday. He only had one day. He also only had 2 days of work. I actually had 3. I had to go into work on Sunday. I had to go into work on Sunday.
Oh man, what happened with that? How you have to go into work on Sunday? Whose idea was that?
Damn, I'm black.
Oh man,
I'm black.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I did a lot of weed stuff while I was off too, so I'm very refreshed and ready to go.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, barbershops don't take piss tests. So, anyway.
I'm my own boss.
How you doing, guys? Mavs and Jazz tonight. In a daunting book of Western Conference high caliber opponents tonight. Mavs 11-8. The Jazz are 7-13. Mavs are favored by 9.5.
What a record
tonight. Referees for tonight's game is Brian Forte.
Please say Tony Brothers is in Vegas. Please say Tony Brothers is in Vegas.
He probably is. Probably is. You know, along with Scott Foster. I got some news and notes on them too. Anyway, Andy Nagy and Matt Boland are your referees today. Injury report reads.
MB is in the building.
Yeah, injury report reads like this: Maxi Kleber, Josh with a toe, Josh Green with an elbow, and Grant Williams with a knee are all out today. Tonight, Kyrie Irving, foot, Tim Hardaway Jr. with the back are all in. For the Utah Jazz, Jordan Clarkson thighs out. Also, Laurie Marketing with a hamstring, he's out, and Kelly Olynyk, Maverick killer, and also Maverick could have been here with a shoulder. He's out.
He's supposed to be the dirt. He's supposed to be in the dirt. Looking for the dirt.
I think we left that story a long time ago.
He was supposed to be the next dirt.
Only thing was next about him was dirt with his hair. Anyway, Luka and the Mavs. Host Walker Kessler and John Collins.
Because Dirk cut his hair, so that wouldn't have been easy.
Well, yeah, but before then he had the law. Luka and the Mavs host Walker Kessler, John Collison, and the Jazz. Mavs coming off a thrilling 106.
Back?
A thrilling 126-120 loss to the OKC Thunder on Saturday. Dallas went on a historic 30-0 run late in the second half to actually jump ahead before SGA and company bounced back to avoid a horrific loss. Doncic led the Mavs with a heroic, and I mean heroic, 36 points, 15 rebounds, and 18 assists, along with Derek Lively Jr. with 20 points and 16 rebounds. Jazz are
How they
coming
left
off.
at the end of that, because that's exactly what they got.
Well, no more than Allen and Kyrie left with the Grizz, and half of their players weren't even playing that game.
Really, that's
But
what
anyway, the Jazz. Well, you did it first. The Jazz are coming off a one.
You make those type of comments.
You need to back down off of that because you're not winning an argument. The Jazz are coming off a 118 to 113 win over the Blazers to snap a 2-game skid led by rookie Keontae George. George's 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Can the Mavs bounce back with an easy schedule upcoming this week, starting with an undermanned Jazz team? Well, Walt, what do you see about tonight?
Well, hold on. Just real quick, getting back on that last situation. I mean, if you score 30, going to 30-point run.
Listen. 36 is better than putting up a ridiculous, unmitigated 10 points against a team that didn't have the starting backcourt in the building. So let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I'll give you that. Tonight, Matt, listen, the Mavs gonna get back on track. Mavs been on kind of a losing streak. If it wasn't for the Houston game was the only game we won last week.
Yep. Would it be kind of the Mavs are after that easy early schedule coming back there if they've lost like 5 of the last 8? Would it be say the Mavs are not or not as good as we thought they may have been, or they're exactly who we think they should be with the record they have now?
We're starting to see some cracks in the foundation with the Mavericks, but they're fixable cracks. They are fixable cracks.
Remember, this team started 4-0, and then ever since then they've won what is that? 7. They went 7-8 since then.
Right.
So just a little concerning. Concerning.
And they've been losing to teams that they shouldn't even be losing to. That's where the concern comes in at. We shouldn't be losing to Memphis Grizzlies. We could. I'm OKC is I can see that one. But
well, 2 losses come to mind with me. Both at home. You shouldn't have lost to Memphis, that's for sure. But you also you shouldn't have lost to the Toronto Raptors also. That's a downtrodden team.
That's gonna come back and get you.
Yeah, you should be 13-6 right now, but 12-8. You're facing some tough teams, but hey, you got an easy schedule coming up. Starting with the Jazz, you got Memphis twice. Bunched in between those.
Is Memphis an easy game? Looking at what these Dallas
may not be, but also you got the Portland Trail Blazers, who are everybody's homecoming, so got a chance to get you some wins. Before the Laker game on the 12th, which will not be a banner raising night.
We got Grant Williams getting benched in games. We can't afford. Listen, let's be honest here. We can't afford to be benching nobody at this point.
He was like he was okay about it. He was sitting on the bench smiling and grinning, man, like they was up, like maybe they was up 30. When I looked at the score, they were down 20 when he got benched. So, hey,
let's go to Coach Kidd before you do the what's name.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's go to Coach Kidd real quick. Let's get him out of the way before you go to the news we can use. Let's hear what my coach has to say about tonight's matchup.
Could not be the coach next season. This season.
Don't do
do ownership.
Don't do that.
Manage.
All right, here goes Coach Kidd.
Kai's available, Timmy's available, Grant's out, Josh is out, and Maxie's out.
Grant is
Yes.
Is that something he's been dealing with a little bit at all?
I would say he's been dealing with it, and so we'll see. Get him some rest here while he works out, and we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Dealing with it for a few days, or does it go back on what games?
I can't tell you exactly what day.
Or if it happened in the West game. Do you put any stock in the crazy preseason schedule and the busy early season schedule, traveling wise, having any impact on this little rash of injuries?
No, I think it's just part of the season. There's always going to be injuries. There's going to be sick days, and so you just have to deal with it and push forward, and the next man mentality. So with the group that we have out, Josh, Maxi's been out for 4 weeks. It's been the next guy up, and so tonight, Max will have that opportunity to play with Grant out.
Jason, what is your concern level with Josh and what he's dealing with, especially after last year having kind of gone through something similar and been out for a significant amount of time?
I just hope it's not as long as last time. He was I want to say maybe it was 4 to 6 weeks he was out with that last time. I would have to go back and look at my medical book. But he, hopefully it's not as long. But if he's out, AJ and Hardy are the next guys up, and Seth. So, we got to look at those guys being ready to play.
Your three-point shooting that had wide swings of variance night to night, is that because that's just three-point shooting and it has wide variance, or is there a difference between how you're getting your threes on some nights that is a common thread there?
No, I think it's just when you're a jump shooting team, it's just you look to be consistent by getting the attempts. Some nights there's going to be teams that are going to let you have them to see where you're at, and if you miss, that they're in the ball game. If you make them, you find yourself with a big lead. So it's just a matter of being consistent. Of late, we've had some injuries and guys out, so those shots that normally are taken by Timmy and those guys who are shooting the ball well. Were other guys, and unfortunately, we just didn't make them when we were playing those guys.
Jason, what would you like to see tonight that would be indicative of putting 3 days in between games? Because that's a rarity, obviously, in the schedule. What would you like to see tonight that would be indicative that you put that to good use?
Well,
messages you were trying to impart sunk in?
Yeah, I think just being fresh, being lively. I think the last couple of days it hasn't been a grind. It's been more concept oriented on both sides of the ball, advantage basketball, and then also working on advantage defensively. And so hopefully that's a carryover to tonight, understanding the double teams and the different defenses that we've seen are going to continue to come, and that we have to be able to execute. And then on the defensive end, when we are trapping or not letting someone play, we got to be able to know what the rotations, and then we have to be able to finish the play with a rebound. So hopefully that's a carryover to tonight.
Last I saw Utah was leading the league in second chance points. What can you guys do to kind of them off?
We got box out. They're coming. No, they send 3 every time, if not 4. So the one that's shooting is the one that's not crashing. So that means everybody else is crashing. So we got to box out. This is a good test for us, to rebound the ball. And then if we can, do that, then get out and transition and run. But we first got to grab the ball when they miss.
Jason, one of the numbers right here, maybe it's double team some 45 feet away from the basket. Double did it. That's that, right? What do you think's happened? We see it almost every night now. Obviously, you see it post a game. What do you think's happened in the game that's deemed that to be the right decision to now be sending 2 guys in the ball 40 feet away from the basket?
Yeah, it's a great question. I wish you would have asked me that this afternoon so I had time to think about it. Well, the game has changed. It's a lot younger, and it's not in a bad way. This is not a negative thing, but basketball IQ is kind of being exposed, and so good or bad. And so you have to, understanding Luka's being double teamed. We've seen it last year. Rick double teamed when we took the ball out, and he's relying that someone's not going to be able to make a play because your quarterback is, now without the ball. So you're seeing a lot of teams not let teams run a play, and it's being able to be creative offensively of understanding that your playmakers, your second quarterback has to make the right decision. But then also the three has let defenses do this because you can go on a 30-0 run and get back into the game. And so just understanding that you're never out of the game because of the three and the way that the attempts in the 90s and early 2000s, that no one was shooting over 43s a night. If that was the case, then Ray Allen and Reggie, those threes would be, a lot higher, made in attempts. But today the game is built around the three-point line. It's not built, on the box. And so double teams now are at half court, if not even farther.
Did you think Derek Jones Jr. would be shooting the three ball the way he has been, It's a pretty seismic jump for his career.
Yeah, I think when you talk about Derek's work habits, he works extremely hard. He's in the gym working on his three, understanding that his threes here may be a little bit different. When you have playmakers like Kai and Luka, he's wide open. But what the nice thing about Derek too is that he will, catch and turn down a three and attack the paint and get to the rim. But right now he's comfortable, he's confident, and I think besides the coaches and his teammates, everybody's encouraging him to take those shots, and he's very comfortable doing that.
Your offense obviously has been really good so far this season. What are you seeing that gives you confidence that the defense is going to take some incremental jumps?
Well, I think one of the signs we went on a 30-0 run. That's pretty good defense. And it wasn't just, playing a 2-3 or playing man-to-man. We were in a scramble mode. We were in a desperate mode. And so if we can continue to talk about being desperate on the defensive end as much as we talk about that on the offensive end, and those two match up, I think then, you have something special. So of late, our defense has been trending in the right direction. It's just a matter of can we be consistent? We've been consistent on the offensive end. Now we have to be consistent on the defensive end.
Jason, I have one of those questions that you might wish I would have asked earlier this afternoon. So
Man, you guys are on fire today.
3 days off.
Man, you guys, yeah.
Yeah. I'm noticing, in the past, a lot of coaches chose to have, when they were on the road, to have their defense in front of them in the second half. And one of the teams that did do it for a long time was always like Utah, the Dick Motta, Jerry Sloan kind of coaching tree. So this year I'm noticing that more and more teams are choosing to have their offense in front of them when they're here on the road in the second half. Do you know why maybe that's trending that way? And I know that on the road you used to like to have your defense in front of you in the second half for your men. So do you have any thoughts on that, why that might be changing?
Offense is a new defense. That's probably for the opponent. I'm guessing that they feel like they can coach guys into getting into the right spots on the offensive end, especially with today of all the hits and not letting the stars play. Just trying to get the guys in the right spots, the next playmaker in the right spot to be able to then lead to someone getting a wide open three or making sure that the non-shooter doesn't end up shooting the ball. But I don't. You would have to ask the opponent that.
Thanks, Coach.
It's good to see you. That much time.
Oh, that turn basketball IQ came up again.
Yep. Man, that Josh.
There goes that phrase again.
Yep. Man, that Josh Green injury really worries me, man, because he had an injury problem with that elbow last season, and from what I'm hearing, he may be out for a while. So, that's tough. Because he does, even though he hasn't been like he was last season, his 3-point shooting has improved. His playmaking to take the playmaking duties off of Kyrie and Luka was very needed. So that's gonna be a void. So we'll see how it goes for the Mavericks. Guys got to step up.
All right. Well, I guess we should get over to the news you can use. One of my favorite segments in the pregame show. I got to be honest with you, man. I want to let you know something. I feel very informative after you give these kind of like news and notes.
Okay. News you can use around the association. Let's begin. Let's get number one. Suns coach Frank Vogel and the Phoenix Suns was very upset yesterday. Felt they were cheated. After an interview after the game, Vogel said
Dante Exum getting to start tonight.
Yeah. Vogel said the referees told him they couldn't review the Lakers last time out on Austin Reeves' scramble. Vogel wanted an inadvertent whistle. And said the call hurt worse because of the turning state. We were ready to tie the game up, and the opportunity was taken from us. Devin Booker, the crybaby light skin, also noted that he was all on social media, and they agreed the league is rigged. So, Walt, what do you agree? Was this a cheated Phoenix Suns team, or does Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns need to stop crying?
Kendrick, we talked about this. Okay, listen, the NBA needs one or two things to happen. Okay, they either need LeBron James to win this championship, or they need a young team. They need a team like the Pacers or the New Orleans Pelicans to win this tournament, to keep the hype going, to keep the bill going. Okay, that's what they need. Okay, so you know me. I'm a LeBron guy. Am I privy to say that maybe, just maybe, he may have got a little bit of a hand last night, a little bit of an extra hand last night? Am I privy to say that? Absolutely, LeBron James got a little bit of a hand last night, because the NBA needs LeBron James in the final round of this tournament. They need him. You can't sell this tournament to the public without having LeBron James either in the final round or win the tournament. He has to be somewhere involved.
Okay. Also, on a personal note, Devin Booker lost another elimination game, so that makes it happen.
Okay, all right, we get it.
Shout out to Kylie Jenner.
We get it.
Also,
I wonder if Mavericks will have a big home crowd tonight, considering the game was in the. Nah, they was giving these tickets away to go to this game. It was like $12 to get in the arena tonight.
If you want to get in, you could have got in tonight.
If you never been to a Mavs game, tonight was the night to go.
It was the night. You could have brought your whole family, your aunt, your uncle,
everybody go tonight.
Yeah, you could have 20 deep up in there. They wouldn't have turned you away.
Is the Portland game on the road?
No, it's on the road. That's on the road.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, because you can get in Portland. You probably can get in Portland for cheap too.
Yeah. Speaking of cheap, Donovan Mitchell said he was locked in his mom's basement for over a month during COVID because people were so scared of him. Or the fact of the matter, he showers with Rudy Gobert. Whoa.
What? He was locked in his mom's basement?
Yeah, he was locked. His mom locked him in the basement. Said he come out for a month. Wow, what do you feel about that?
Did he have COVID?
I'm probably sure he did. Since he was hanging around Rudy Gobert,
COVID only took like 2 weeks at that time.
I'm just saying, that's the quote he said. He was locked in his mom. When the league shut down, he went to mama's house and locked he locked himself in the basement. People were so afraid of him. I guess included mom.
Oh, because they were afraid. Well, I guess they were.
Well, that's the nobody knew about COVID, so nobody knew what.
They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, they didn't know what to do. So, shout out to Spider Mitchell's mom for putting him in the basement. Anyway, the interesting comment.
Can you just imagine that was like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that was 3 years ago. Everybody was locked in the house and stuck in the house and couldn't do anything for
and remember that happened the same night the Mavericks defeated. I think they beat the Denver Nuggets. That was the last Mavericks game. They beat the Denver Nuggets at home. You remember that had a Notorious shot of Mark Cuban getting it on Twitter. The league got shut down, and he went back in the season. Oh,
I remember Scott showing it to him.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, yeah, that was the Mavericks' final game before they went in the bubble was against Denver Nuggets. They won that game. I think that was the Boban game.
I don't even think there was any interviews in that. I think everybody had to go out. I think everybody had to go home.
Yeah, it's left. It's left.
Everybody had to go home. Everybody had to go home.
Speaking of shut it down, let's go
man,
home.
That's just a weird time, man.
Go ahead.
And I'll say this real quick about the pandemic. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably the funnest time of my life, man, because there was no worries about nothing. You got to get up and do whatever you wanted to do in the house. I mean, I made new friends on Call of Duty. I reconnected with high school friends. It was just a fun time, man, for me. I'm sorry. I want to say this. If it wasn't for Call of Duty Warzone, I probably would have lost my mind, but that game kept me sane and kept me going during the pandemic.
Also Trump giving out blood money because there's involvement in COVID every month.
I didn't get the first check. Child support took that one. I got the second one though.
Damn, man, you couldn't even get that COVID check. Whoa. Who? It was a interesting thing going on Twitter. Not Twitter, X today. Interesting question. Who wins a one-on-one? Dirk or Joker? A lot of people weighed in. What about you?
Dirk.
Okay. Want to elaborate why? You think Prime Dirk would beat Prime Dirk?
Dirk is a little bit more quicker.
Okay. I think if it's a team game, it'll be Joker, but it's the one-on-one. I think Dirk has more in his bag.
It's just gonna body him, but
yeah,
Dirk can take him out the dribble.
Yeah, Dirk has more in his offensive repertoire than Joker is.
Yeah.
If it was like 5-on-5, give me Joker because he's passing the field, but it's just straight 1-on-1. And Dirk is the way better offensive player. So I agree. I don't know if you're gonna like this. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like this or not. The NBA.com came out with this updated rookie ladder today. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
Number 1, Chet Holmgren. Number 2, Wemby. Number 3, Brandon Miller climbs. Number 4, a guy you said you liked, Miami Heat, Jamie Jacquez Jr. Number 5. Number 5, Ashur Thompson. Number 6, a sixth guy we facing tonight, Keontae George. Okay. Number 7, Jordan Hawkins. And number 8, Derek Lively. Derek Lively moves down 3 spots. Followed by number 9.
He's been injured. He's been missing some games. That's why he falls down.
Followed by number 9, Cason Wallace, and number 10, Brandon Polomaski. So yeah, go ahead.
You said Cason Waller is behind him?
Yeah, Cason Wallace is number 9. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Walt, do you agree with that?
Yeah. I agree with it.
Okay. I don't really know much about Keontae George. I know we're gonna see him tonight because the Jazz have not been that successful.
Get ready.
But like I said, Derek Lively's been injured. Been injured in and out of the lineup, and but if he keeps coming up with 2016 games, he'll climb back up that rookie scale. Also, the NBA commissioner Adam Silver had a lot to say on Sirius XM radio. Said about Chris Paul and the NBA referee Scott Foster. Quote: "They don't have to be friends, but they both have to go out and do their job." Is a guy like Scott? Huh?
Who's the interview with again?
Adam Silver.
Okay.
He said about Chris Paul and NBA referee Scott Foster. I guess he got into another disagreement. They really don't like each other. He said they don't have to be friends, but they both have to go out, be professional, and do their job. Is a guy like Scott Foster and Tony Brothers bad for the league now?
Hell, even the referee last night in that Lakers game is bad for the league. How do you miss that? You missed the whole call. Here's the thing, and this goes back to my thing with old people. The game is faster now. You know, these referees are struggling. These referees are struggling because the game is faster and they're old and slow. They can't really keep up with. I see they're bringing in young people. But they need to bring in younger people to keep up with what's going on with the action.
Okay.
But if Scott Foster and Tony Brothers are making irresponsible comments and stuff like that, then something needs to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
You can't be disrespecting. You can't you throwing your weight around. You know the player can't swing off on you, knock you upside your head. So you provoke, but you are provoking him now.
Right.
That should be tolerated.
Yeah. Right. Also, Adam Silver also has some things to say about the NBA draft. Adam Silver is working on expanding the NBA draft to 2 nights. Quote, we're working on it, and it's something that we have to continue to work through with our network, ESPN and ABC, which broadcast the draft. Right. And then, of course, with the Players Association. Whoa, is this a good idea? 2-night draft.
So what? Night 2 would be another night?
Yeah, night 2 might be the second round.
I could see that because it gets kind of boring after the top 10 picks, really.
I think they may do it like round 1, or maybe do it like the lottery. The lottery the first night, and then the rest of the first round, the second night.
What they should do second night. It's kind of like how the NFL does it on like day 2 and day 3. Like have people from different teams have on night 2. Do it just like the NFL does it on night 2. Have different players from different teams come up and give the pick. Make it. You're gonna have to make it something though. You can't just put it on night 2 and not do anything. Make it like the NFL and have former players come up and draft players.
Okay, that's a good idea. Also, the Knicks are, and I mean not a shocker. The Knicks are looking to trade for a superstar per Shams Charania. Quote, the New York Knicks are monitoring the marketplace. They want to see if there's a star player that's available.
DeMar DeRozan wants to go there.
During or before the trade deadline. Whoa, who do you think the Knicks who do you think will be the Knicks? Who do you think the Knicks can get that will put them over the top?
I mean, there's Zach LaVine. There's will
those guys make them as good as the Celtics or the Sixers or the Bucks?
Really, they need a DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine type player, and they need to get off Julius Randle. He's hurt. He's the reason why they suck. He's hurting the team.
Okay.
So you need to find a package that's centered around that. I'm trying to see who else could they get.
Before the season started, the hot name was Karl Anthony Towns, but since they're winning, he's off the market since they're winning.
I mean, it won't hurt to try. I mean, you can go get Pascal Siakam. You got somewhat.
That may be a guy. That may be a guy. Pascal. But it's a lot of teams gonna be in on him. So it's gonna be a bid war for him. There's a lot of teams in on him. Also, Walt. An interesting poll came out where people were voting on. They voted on who is the greatest European player of all time. They had five candidates: Dirk, Giannis, Joker, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker. Walt, rank these guys 1 to 5.
Woo! You said Dirk, Giannis,
Joker, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker. Rank those guys.
It's fair to put Giannis in there because Giannis his career is not over. Those other guys' careers are over.
Yeah, well, they just put him out because they do see him all time right now as all time great in European. So they just
wow.
They ain't judging by whether his career is over.
So right now, number 1 would be Dirk. I'd have to go Giannis number 2. No, it would be Giannis number one. Giannis has had 2 MVPs already, back to back. So it'd be Giannis, Dirk. Oh, you said Joker was in there too?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Skirt.
Giannis, Dirk, Joker, Paul Gasol, Tony Parker.
Actually, Dirk is number 6 all-time scorer. Man, this is hard. Okay, I'm gonna go Dirk number 1, Joker number 2, Giannis number 3, Pau Gasol 4, and Tony Parker 5.
Give me Giannis, Dirk, Joker, Tony Parker, and Paul Gasol.
The only reason why I'm gonna put Joker over Giannis is because Giannis can be stopped, and once you stop him, like he don't have anything that Joker has many ways that he can affect the game.
Yeah, but I think the reason I got Giannis number 1 because, like you said, he won 2 MVPs, and he's the best.
Joker's won 2 MVPs back to back.
Yeah, no disrespect, but he's the best two-way player out of all those players.
Who's that?
Giannis. He can affect. He can be MVP, and also he can be defensive player of the year in the same year.
That's what I'm saying. But Joker's, he can do. He's a triple threat. So that's why I say I would pick him over Giannis right now. Does Luka have a headband on?
I don't know, but his hair looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, it looks like he got a headband on.
Yeah. He said he was gonna do something kind of like a headband. He's got a head. I like it. I like headband Luka.
All right, well, headband Luka. New Warzone map is really good. When did the new Warzone map come out, Chicken? I might have to get on that tonight then. I didn't know there was a new map. Oh, new what's the name has come out with 2 threes back to back.
And that is the news you can lose right now.
Well, I tell you what, Chicken. I tell you what I'm gonna do, Chicken. I am going to, matter of fact, turn my Xbox here and get it loaded up here in just a few minutes because I know it's going to be a humongous update to get that done. So I'll get that. But yeah, man. Thank you for the news you can use, and then we'll talk about what Kristaps Porzingis said in the.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah,
we'll talk about that in the post game. Talk about that in the post.
Had a lot of interesting things to say.
I think yeah, it'll give you time to kind of catch up with what he said there, Kendrick.
Yeah,
give you a chance to catch it up, but very interested. But yeah, okay. So the Mavs are getting going right now. They're on top of the Utah Jazz 10-4. This is probably gonna be a beatdown. Doesn't look like a packed house for a game that was selling $12 tickets to get in.
Yeah, it's 13-4 right now. Kyrie just hit another 3.
So we shall see it. Oh God. Yeah, this is gonna be paid. This is gonna be paid. This is what should have happened to Memphis. What you're getting ready to see tonight.
Yeah. Somebody put in 10 points. Yeah. Put in 10 points. Who's a former NBA champion, future Hall of Famer. Put in 10 points. John, Marcus Smart wasn't even on the court. Anyway, let's get out of here.
All right, guys. So we will be back at halftime with your. Let's see, can these Mavs keep this little run that they got alive.
Yeah. So far, so good for Headband Luka.
No, you say we'll find out.
So far, so good for Headband Luka.
Headband Luka tonight, guys.